Have you ever wondered what's really going on inside a child's head? It's not just a simpler version of our world. It's a completely different one, with its own logic that is just as consistent as ours. Today, we're going to take a journey into that world, using the incredible work of psychologist Jean Piaget as our guide.
So just how different is this reality? Well, let's dive right in with a question that might sound, well, a little bizarre to an adult mind, but it gets right to the heart of how a child sees everything. Just think about that for a second. To us, that question makes no sense, right? A word is a label. It's a sound. It can't have physical properties like strength. But for a child, that's a whole different story.
The answer is perfectly logical. You see, for this 6-year-old, the word cloud isn't some separate thing from the actual cloud in the sky. They are one and the same. And since clouds can do powerful things like hold tons of rain or, reflect moonlight, then of course the word itself has to be strong. Piaget had a name for this: nominal realism. It's this wild idea that a name isn't just a sticker you slap on an object, it's an actual invisible quality inside the object. The word sun is physically part of the sun. The word and the thing are literally one.
Now, this fusion of word and object, it points to something way bigger. It's not just about language. It reveals this fundamental difference in how a child's reality is even structured, a world where the line between me and not me is just incredibly blurry.
For us, it's pretty clear, right? There's the world inside our heads, our thoughts, our dreams, and then there's the physical world outside. But for a young child, there's no hard line between them. It's all one big blended reality. A thought can be as real and present as the chair they're sitting in.
Piaget called this broader concept realism. And it basically means that if a child thinks of something powerful, like a horse galloping, the thought itself has that power. The thought isn't just about strength, it literally contains it.
So, what happens when your internal thoughts can directly influence the external world? Well, you get a world that's absolutely filled with magic, where your personal actions and wishes have very real power. Piaget's work is just full of these incredible examples of what he called magical participation. A child holding their breath to make sure the weather is good for a trip. Another one tapping railings with a tram ticket every single morning, totally convinced it will make him a great man. One kid even believed that by smashing his toy horse, he could cure his mother's illness. Now, these aren't just quirky games. In the child's world, this is straight up cause and effect. In this belief system, it doesn't just stop with us. It applies to objects themselves. When a 6-year-old named Vern was asked why a boat floats but a stone sinks, just listen to his answer. For Vern, the boat isn't just following the laws of physics. It's making a smart choice. It's intelligent. And that brings us to animism. In a child's world, life is basically the same thing as activity. If something moves, it's alive and it's conscious, period. The sun knows it's giving light. The clouds feel themselves moving across the sky. This isn't just poetry for them. It's a perfectly logical conclusion in a world where everything is alive and connected. The journey doesn't stop there, though. If the world is alive and conscious, then where did it all come from? Well, for a child, the answer is simple. Someone must have made it, and they made it specifically for us. Piaget calls this artificialism. The natural world is seen as a product of human manufacturing. The 7-year-old, Rob, isn't imagining geological forces lifting up the Earth's crust. He's imagining a construction crew. A small one apparently, but a crew nonetheless. And this logic is consistent right across the board. Nature doesn't just happen, it's built. A 6-year-old explains that some man must have made a hollow and then, just filled it up to make a lake. It's a world of purpose-built landscapes. This idea is so strong it extends even to biology. This 8-year-old knows that trees come from seeds, sure, but that's not the ultimate origin. You still need a manufacturer. So, logically, there must be a seed factory. The world is, quite literally, a human-centric construction project. So, we get to the crucial point: what does this all mean? What does this journey into the child's mind really tell us? Well, it's basically a map of the incredible cognitive journey that every single one of us has taken, from one reality to a completely different one. I mean, let's just recap this amazing transformation. We start out believing words are physically part of things, that our thoughts have actual power over the world. We see life in anything that moves, and we believe the entire world was literally built for us. Then, slowly but surely, we dismantle that entire reality and build a brand new one based on symbols, internal thoughts, biology, and impersonal laws. It's an incredible shift.
And the most important takeaway here isn't that children are wrong or silly. It's that we should really appreciate the sheer brilliance of this whole process. A child's worldview is perfectly coherent and logical within its own rules. The real marvel is the monumental cognitive work it takes for every one of us to deconstruct that world and build the adult reality we live in now.
Which of course leaves us with one last thought. The next time you knock on wood, or you feel like talking about a good thing might jinx it, just ask yourself, how much of that child's magical interconnected world did we really leave behind?